Gentlemen wish to be recognized on the Second Amendment?
I do, Mr. Chairman.
There's another Gingrey amendment at the desk. We'd like to have.
Chairman,
Yes.
I'll reserve a point of order.
Gentlelady from Colorado reserves a point of order.
Amendment offered by Mr. Gingrey of Georgia in Section 18480(1)(b)(3) of the Social Security Act, 42 U.S.C. 1395W through 4, as added by Section 4311 of Title 4.
Without objection, the
Strike.
gentleman's amendment will be considered as read, and he's recognized for 2 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I thank you. And this Second Amendment dovetails into the first one, although I hope the gentlelady from Colorado will withdraw her point of order. I do think this is germane. Basically, in this bill, we have both carrot and stick to punish those who don't get on board with electronic medical records and incentivize those that do. But quite honestly, Mr. Chairman and my colleagues, I don't think that the incentive is enough, and I think the punishment is too much. The stick is too much. This amendment would simply say, instead of giving them an incentive payment for electronic medical records in 2011 that would last 5 years and then sunset, we would accelerate that to 2010. Those who adopt fully integrated electronic medical records would get that incentive payment in 2010, and it would last, it would not expire in 2015 automatically. It would only expire when there's 85% saturation, or 2018 as a drop-dead date inside the 10-year budget window. On the stick side, those who would, in 2015, would start being penalized for not adopting electronic medical records. What we would say is that penalty would not occur until at least 50% adoption had occurred. And then it would only last until 2018, again within the 10-year budget window. I know it sounds a little complex, but quite honestly, what I'm trying to do with this amendment, Mr. Chairman, colleagues, is to further incentivize, because clearly we want, I believe the RAND study of a savings of $160 billion a year for full adoption and integration. I believe that. So I want to incentivize. I see my colleague from the chairman of the subcommittee would like for me to yield. I'd be glad to yield to Mr.
Well, the gentleman's time has expired.
Chairman, I withdraw my reservation.
The gentlelady withdraws her reservation for a point of order. Mr. Pallone, do you seek recognition?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. My concern is that the standards and the plans that we're trying to put into effect would not be eligible to be certified, and we wouldn't know whether they're deserving, essentially, of a bonus payment by 2010. In other words, this was set up with the year 2011 because that's how long it was assumed in a rational way it would take to be able to get the standards in place and have those plans ready to be certified and therefore deserving of the bonus payment. So that's why I would oppose.
The gentleman would yield on his point of order.
Gentlemen, well, there's no point of order. That's been withdrawn. Gentlemen, yield to me.
Yes.
I also would oppose this because while it advances the bonus payments, we don't know what that's going to cost. And without knowing what the cost will be, we don't know how that affects the overall amounts in this bill and the balance in the legislation. And so for that reason, in addition, I would urge opposition to the amendment. Do you yield back the balance of your time? All time has expired on the amendment. All those in favor of the amendment say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. The noes have it, and the amendment's not agreed to.